I've had a sense of responsibility that we together in this community, in this province, can change things. But it was a very difficult decision for me, but ultimately, after a discussion with daughters and grandchildren across the province, the final motivating factor was my 15-year-old granddaughter, who said to me, "Papa, you must run. Alberta needs to change." Alberta has a management problem. They also have a problem with setting priorities. We can make some efficiencies, and yes, we do need to create some new revenue, but it's going to have to be frugal and must benefit all of the citizens of our province. The solutions are going to be as a result of a planning process. If there's anything that this Prentice government has failed at, it's planning. Priorities are now determined on the basis of polls and what's the best strategy for them to get another seat. It's wrong. We need to have a long-term, transparent plan that the public have an input in, and we don't change those priorities based upon whether or not certain individuals or communities might have an MLA in them or not. We have to have a provincial direction, a cohesive one, and one that's prioritized. In my first 100 days, I want to listen, I want to learn, and I want to build relationships with my fellow MLAs from all sides of the House, and begin the strategy of building a relationship that will work in the best interests of the public. One that is less governed and driven by the kind of practices we've seen in the past, which is constantly in opposition to each other. We need to create the climate of change in the legislature, collaboration and working together so that it is consistent to the service, to the needs of the citizens of our province, not the political parties' interests. Well, there's certainly, like a lot of us, I'm inspired by various people. The most immediate name on an international level that comes to mind is Nelson Mandela. But I can also tell you there have been many. I've been in the public service for over 40 years, and I've seen very strong people that have very difficult challenges in front of them. One is an old friend of mine who had cerebral palsy. His mother was looking after him. He was a mentor to me. There's a young man who I met knocking on doors who's a quadriplegic. He became a quadriplegic at age 18. He shows me what it means to be living a life that's full. Finally, I guess I have to be encouraged by all of my 11 grandchildren. The statement I made earlier, I needed my granddaughter, my 15-year-old granddaughter, to give me the momentum and the courage to say, I need to change. We need to change. We need to change the province of Alberta. And that inspiration from her is what was the final indication made me accept this responsibility.